We are going live for the second time in like a week. This is a vibe, this is new for me. Not actually new, because back in the day I was going live all the time. Zori, stop. Oh my God. My puppy licks his feet every single day and it drives me crazy because every single one of my videos has him licking his freaking paws in the background. So it's like the new background noise of all of my videos. Anyway, if you are jumping on the after party, hashtag after party, so that I can see that you are there and in the vibes. If you were here live for all of the live vibes, and we're gonna make some magic to get today together. Oh my God, I am so rusty and out of practice with live streams, so bear with me while I'm here. Hashtag live vibes. Tell me the intention that you have today. You're gonna manifest everything that I say. So if it's really shit, then it's probably not a very strong intention that you're setting. And if it's really amazing, you guys are setting like the best intention ever. I can feel it. You manifest what I say. Everything I say, you manifest it through like going, here's what I want to know today. Here's what I need today. Here's the zhuzh. Here's the energy I need today. Hashtag live vibes. Tell me your intention. Oh my God, all the people are here. Hello. Kiona is here. Michaela is here. Who else is here? Say hey. Whew. Feels so good to be going live all the time. As in like twice in a week. Do you guys want to know like where the live vibes happen? Did you miss, okay, first of all, if you're an OG, did you miss the live vibes? If you're brand spanking new, you're like, I didn't even know that you used to go live all the time. What happened? What the hell happened? So let me know if you would love the tea by writing tea down below, but you got to put the intention first. Otherwise there's no tea that's going to be dropped. Okay, so today, after we spill all the tea and all of that sort of stuff, I'm going to just vibe into more of the MILLYS. And the MILLYS is this series that I felt like inspired to create for the second part of 2024, because part 2 of 2024, I see my business in 6-month increments and even smaller than that in 3-month, like butterfly effect creators. What you do, so here's the thing, businesses work in cycles. It is all cyclical. Businesses are cyclical, and everything that you're experiencing now is a result of what you were doing 3 months ago. And what you did 3 months ago is a result of what you set to do 6 months ago. So 3 months and 6 months is like the magic number in a personal brand, and really bringing your brand online and getting it to transcend and getting it to break through and cut through the noise. It is all decisions that you didn't make today. Then decisions that you made 6 months ago. And those came down to a day where you made the decision to actually go for the vision. Ah, that rhymes. We love it when it rhymes. Okay, hashtag live vibes if you are here live and ready to party. And hashtag after party if you are in the after party vibes. Oh my God, I got some OG live stream watchers. I feel really weird being at a desk though. I feel weird being at a desk live streaming, but this studio has kind of just been the vibe lately. I really actually like being in this. We've got great light coming in, and I just love having like a little creative space. Like I've got all these things going on. I've got my desk situation. I've got a pretty little mirror for some really cute little photos and videos. I've got the best like plant in the background. I feel like it's just giving me life. And there's photo up in the background. It's fun. I feel like it's my little creative studio. And I just come in here and I close the door and my puppy sits with me. Stop it. And you can hear him licking in the background and it drives me freaking crazy. Oh my God, I love this. So let me know if you're keen for the live vibes. And oh my God, Michaela said, for some inexplicable reason. Is that how you say inexplicable reason, I wanted to divide it into thirds, and it makes no sense. It does make sense, because here's the thing. Most of us are like, oh my God, I'm going to have the best day ever. Okay, I am all for best day ever and best week ever and best quarter ever and best year ever and all that. But here's the thing. Your business is and goes in cycles. And what the thing is, so say for example, you start going viral now, you are going to see the ramifications of that in 2 to 3 months, specifically probably 3 months. Oh my God, I'm going to kick you out of this room. Stop it. Stop it. Why are you doing this? I can't be doing a live stream while you are licking. I just can't, Bobby. Okay, I'm just having a nervous breakdown over here over the puppy's licking. It's one of those things that is just now starting to drive me crazy because he's just licking. Like, you're gonna come over here. Come over here. Okay. And then he'll stop licking. And then we will get back to business here. Okay, he's coming to say hi to everybody. before he gets kicked out of the room for licking his paws. He's actually been so good lately. But if you've got any cures, let me know. Oh my god. Oh my god, sorry. Unhinged. If you've never been to one of my live streams, that's what we do. All right. So, let me get like orientated here. Your business. Okay. How are we gonna get this through? We're in a beautiful time right now. It's the middle of the year. The middle of the year, the start of the year, I know they're just dates, but what they do is they help us demarcate. They help us to demarcate and go, okay, that was then and this is now. And they get to be that moment you decide to do the things that you're going to feel the ramifications of in 3 months, and more specifically the results in 6 months. Because what you do today and the decisions you make today, and then the plan that you create today, and then you execute for 3 months straight, not like kind of like a little bit and then kind of like, oh, is it working? If you execute it for 3 months, you're going to feel the butterfly effect. Because businesses are not based on what you do today. Businesses are not made for what you do this month. It's like, I love that we do track our monthly revenue, but the monthly revenue is very rarely got to do with anything, mostly what you did that month. The monthly revenue is really got to do with what you did 3 months prior. That's how businesses work. It's how branding works. It's how it like, and if you can really start to like embody that, you will be able to not so much stick to a plan. You'll be able to create a framework, and you'll be able to freestyle it, and you'll be able to confidently, like with full belief, go for that plan for like 3 months at least, because you're not even going to probably see the full results of that, like the full manifestations of the results of that plan for a good 3 months. And I usually think that, okay, so once you set your mind to doing a framework and you've got like your launch plan for the next 3 months to build your personal brand, I feel like you will start to see, the first month you'll be like, oh my god, this is doing nothing. The second month you'll be like, oh, this is so much work. Why is it not working? I'm doing everything you said and it's not working. It's the third month you will probably start to run out of gas. But if you turn up the gas, you'll start to feel something shifting, but you won't necessarily see everything shifting. But the fourth month, I feel like the fourth month is where it's like, oh my god, this is working. The 6th month is where you get to experience the results of what you did for 6 months straight. And P.S. Okay, so put your hands up if you have felt this before. If you felt like you did a 3-month thing where you took action every single day and then you did it again for the next 3 months, did it change? Do you feel like you're still piggybacking on that? And when I say like a 6-month plan, it's more, it was intentional. And instead of just in the moment. And I think so many of us, because I work with the free spirits of the internet, we do this thing where we are very much all about and only about inspired action. In the moment inspired action. The problem with that is sometimes when you're in like month 1 or 2 of executing a really solid personal branding plan to shoot you through the moon, to get yourself noticed, to grow your Instagram, to grow your Facebook, to grow your whole personal brand into the millions, and to crack the millions, honestly, to go from 6 figures to 7, or to go from 0 figures to 6, when you decide on the plan that's going to take you there, as in like the framework that you're going to freestyle to get you there, and you follow that through, in month 2, when it doesn't feel like it's sticking, when it's like you're still waiting for people to like jump on board, when you're still waiting for people to notice it, when you're still waiting to be that coach, to be that bright shiny object, you are going to lose your inspiration. Because when it doesn't look like it's working, you are going to lose your inspiration. So if you're solely relying on inspiration, you're setting yourself up for constant failure. Constant and consistent failure. And constant and consistent exhaustion, because you're going to be constantly exhausted because all you do is rely on inspiration, and you're going to take action from that inspired, intuitive space. But if you only do that, you are not making room for the natural emotions that we experience as we're going for something, as we're putting a framework in place. And so the way that I do it is, I'm such a free-spirited person, like such a free spirit. Hands up all my free spirits. Hi everybody, if you're just there, hashtag live vibes. So what I do as a free spirit, I know that I am a roller coaster. I know that my emotions are a roller coaster. I'm a woman and I'm a free spirit and I am a life worker and I do my life's work for a living. I got a lot of things going on, as do you. And if you solely rely on inspiration and intuition, you know exactly where that's going to go. Hi, Andy. So happy you're here. Hello, hello. I want to get a bit of a gauge of where you guys are at. So the last 6 months of 2024, do you feel like you nailed it? Or do you feel like you had a framework and you fully executed it and you fully like freestyled that framework and you went balls to the wall with it and you're now feeling the ramifications of the rewards of doing that? Or do you feel like you had this massive, huge, big plan and this big dreams? You had these big dreams for 2024 and now it just feels like you didn't hold the energy or you didn't fulfill what you wanted to do, or everything that you wanted to do maybe kind of half did. No, it's been so weird, not in it at all. Yes, okay, so I felt this in the collective. I really felt this in the collective. Like part one of 2024, I feel like we had the best intentions. You lost your lust and then life took me under. Yeah, so this is such a common thing that's happening. And I think it has something to do with a lot of us are doing our life's work and we never for a single second thought that anybody would have any shitty thing to say about what we do for our life's work. And, you know, we didn't think that we would be so, we thought we were in such a world of service that you can't actually like come at us. And I think over the last few years, we have experienced what it means to be successful online and successful in life. It puts a target on your back. No matter what you're doing, no matter how philanthropic it is, how much you're in service, you will have people come at you, and it does in a way break your spirit. And I look around online to all like the big players and how much that hate just breaks their spirit a little bit every single day. Have you noticed that? Has anybody noticed that? And people aren't showing up as their full selves as they used to, and people aren't really expressing themselves as they used to, and they're really holding back as the energy of luck. So who has felt that? Like almost like a lackluster of the life workers and the leaders online, kind of just vanillaizing what they used to be very like potent and palpable, and it was really like juicy and beautiful, and it used to like make you think, and it used to make you like contemplate things, and it was true thought leadership. And who felt like it just went zoom? And I feel like we're just feeling the ramifications. I know that it happened very much behind the scenes in a lot of people's worlds in 2023. So 2023 was that year as everybody kind of like just quietened down. The ones that were like people came for, we just like quietened down and we just chilled out. And I took a sabbatical. So it wasn't like just everybody else, but I took a sabbatical, just going like, I want to know what I believe, quiet from all the other noises, and not really, like I needed to find my grounding in it. And there was not something that I would ever think that I could do. Oh, you lost me. Oh my God. Where is this? Oh my God, my internet is so freaking annoying. This internet drives me freaking crazy. Hang on, I'll just take it off this. It works again. Okay, let me know if this is better. Oh, you lost me. Okay, yes, I took some time to regain yourself. It was your fault. Yeah, I think, okay, so let's look at cycles, right? So in 2023, I feel like a lot of people that, at the end of 2022, a lot of people started to misinterpret what we do. And I don't think we were ready for it. We weren't ready for it. Absolutely not ready for it. Because here we are, just innocently going after our big dreams and just thinking and knowing the spirit and the energy that we were coming from, knowing exactly what we were doing and knowing exactly like how of service it was and how beautiful it was to pass on our life experience, our expertise, what we'd embodied, what we're super enthusiastic about, and passing this on wholeheartedly. And we just like, it was just like that is just such a beautiful thing that we do. We just like, there's such a sacredness to it and such a beautiful like, oh my God, I am doing my work in the world. I'm doing my life's work. We're just so passionate about what we're doing, but other people don't share that passion, and it's hard to stay grounded when you feel things are falling on deaf ears. Exactly. And I think what happened was what we needed to happen. What we needed to happen is the cycle of businesses, the cycle of success, of people coming at you once you are successful. We needed to feel what that felt like to figure out our response, to figure out how am I going to deal with this going forward, because it's not going to stop. The problem is a lot of the times we're like, oh, I want this to stop. I want this as I become successful. I want the target to get off my back. And it doesn't. It just gets more. And I think we just got to figure out our own personal brand of like figuring it out, our own personal brand of like moving through that shitty bit that comes with hitting those big milestones and those big successes. Is you do have now a target on your back. It will come at you. And when I used to, this is a perfect, oh my God, I feel like this is just morphing into such a perfect little thing. I used to try to manifest. Hands up, who like tries to manifest like no hate coming your way? Who tries to manifest or like tries to create like a little bubble around you? Like, I'm not going to manifest hate and I'm going to be like this bubble. I'm going to be like this little island. I'm going to have my own postcode. Nobody's going to come at me. And I'm just going to like be in my own little world and be almost like immune to like the regular stuff that happens online when you're successful. I spent more of my energy trying to protect my brand and protect myself from hate, misunderstandings, projections, and just the stuff that comes along with being successful. I tried to protect myself from that. What I did was I spent so much time trying to protect myself from that not happening, trying to not let it happen, like manifesting it not happening, which is so outside of my control and not the way that manifestation works. And I should know that. Because being a manifesting master, I should know that. What I was trying to do was control other people's perceptions of me and try to control like them not coming at me. And what I realized what I did is I didn't spend any time getting ready for the other part that comes with success. And the other part that comes with success is manifesting, actually being able to handle it. Handle people coming at you. Handle people disagreeing with you. Handle people hating you. And for somebody who is core values, and you're probably, when we show up with our life's work and our core values is like, you want people to love it and to enjoy it and to feel your heart in it. You don't want to be misunderstood. You don't want to be hated. You don't want that. Like it throws you and it's really confusing. And I feel for me, it was more about the best thing that I could have done was instead of trying to manifest it not happening and manifest not being misunderstood and try to manifest not getting any hate and try to manifest not trying to manifest like that I'm just like this island that nobody comes for. Instead, just be like, this means you've made it. And I know that sounds like really cliche, but it's like, it's a part of it. It's a part of it. And so what I came back, and so if you want to know, how did I handle this? Because the biggest thing here, like how does this relate to the MILLYS and all that? The biggest thing on your way to your millions is being yourself, right? So this is coming back to the be yourself thing. So if you want to create $1 million business, being yourself and doing your life's work, the fundamental thing is to be yourself. And the thing that comes with the success of being yourself is other people are going to hate on you, misunderstand you, and what that's going to do is going to throw your center of gravity when it comes to being yourself. You're going to start to feel rattled. Hands up, who's felt that? Like you felt rattled and you're like, what do I believe now? Like, what are my values? Do I believe that? Because every single day is like a freaking washing machine as you're scrolling. To be able to like really like work with the algorithm, you've got to be on there and you've got to be watching what's happening and what's hitting and what's working, and you kind of got to be in the field. And when you're in the field, you're seeing what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is doing to make it work, and everybody else's opinions. So it's like every day you're seeing everybody's opinions, and a lot of the times they're different than yours, and you're seeing, so say for example you work really fast and then you're seeing like I need to slow down, but then or you're really like to go slow and intentional, and then you see like you got to go fast, or you like to sell just a little bit, and then you see a lot of people saying you got to sell every day, all the time, everywhere, all at once. Yeah, I feel like there's a duality. We can be hated and misunderstood, but we can also be loved and seen. Exactly, because as much as you are loved, you will also be hated. I feel like that's the online, like the equivalent is, it's not either or, exactly. It's end this. And the problem though is when you are hated and misunderstood, it affects and impacts, you are human, it affects and impacts your ability to be yourself. And that's where I got a problem. Because if I felt like the whole year last year, it was so vanilla. And even the first half of this year, I feel like I might have got ahead of the curve of like moving through my shit around it. But the first 6 months even of this year, everyone had such big dreams, but then they've kind of fallen short from their vision. And I know exactly why. The reason why is this: there's still this mediocre being yourselfness. It's not fully yourself. It's not fully as you can be in this new era. It's as you as can be within the paradigms and within the rules of what's working, and within the rules of what you're allowed to do, within the rules of the way you're supposed to be, within the rules and these made up like little rules of like what you can and can't do, and what you're supposed to do and what you shouldn't be doing, and every single day you are coming up against people's opinions of what you should do and what you're supposed to do and the way you're supposed to do it. So every single day you're questioning yourself, and you're not really yourself, and nobody's been able to like really like stake their ground and figure out, who am I? So we're gonna like go through a bit of a workshop. Who's here for the workshop? So put down below a little bit of a workshopping, being yourself and being able to hold the vibration of being yourself while it is a little bit like, while the tornado of hate and misunderstanding happens when you do crack those success, like when you get to the successes. I question myself all the time. Yeah, who else is feeling this? For sure. That's why I do parts work, because it can be triggering, especially when you have to move through these lows after many highs. And especially because, okay, so what's happened is online, we've become, as a thought leader and as a life worker and as a coach, it's become more like a daycare online, taking care of everybody's feelings, making sure nobody's hurt. You are not running a daycare here. I feel like I heard, I think it was Ryan Zohan, I did think I heard him say, I thought it was on his series, which is like the best series ever, but I've heard him say this: I'm not running a daycare, or it feels like I'm running a daycare, but he was talking about staff. But I actually feel like daycare. I feel like with traumas and triggerings and all this, and lately, or after the last couple of years, is as a life worker, we're expected to be thought of as running a daycare. You're not running a daycare. You need to say what you got to say. And I think the best thing that you can do is be very upfront about the way you are. And so I started this a couple of years ago. I said, breath work is not my life's work. I'm not here to sit with you as you scream through your trauma. That's not my life's work. It's not what I'm here to do. I do breath work. I love it. But I'm not here to guide you through a screaming session on the ground. I'm here to say, go and do like a scream out, jump under the water in the beach. But you're like, you facilitate yourself through that. I'm not here for it. Like, that's not my life's work. And so I think what we're about to do as we workshop this, right? Workshop, if you guys are down for it, what we're about to workshop is it helps you to really own, this is what I do and don't do. This is what I'm here for and I'm not here for. Because then for the next 6 months, you're going to be able to show up so fully in that, and you might just have forgotten to get very clear on the way you are, how you are, and fully just own that and milk that. Because either way, people are going to hate you and get annoyed at you and get frustrated. And also, it can be a little bit like, not manipulating. It can be very... It's going to bite everybody in the ass. If you go forth and you try to cater to everybody's needs and wants and desires, and you try to cater to everybody's feelings going forward, you're going to get clients that maybe think that you're more vanilla than you are. You're going to get clients that are expecting you to be a daycare for their feelings. And maybe that's not the way you operate. So you've got to be very upfront with that, which means you're going to put yourself into the field and have these projections put upon you. And that's a good thing, because it means that the right people are coming for you. Yes, it's not our responsibility to make sure everyone's okay. And I don't think that was the collective thought we were starting to think at the end of like 2022. We were starting to think that, oh my God, we've got to be therapists. We're not therapists, we're coaches. And that's clear. But maybe we're not being clear when we try to cater to everybody's needs and pretend our social media is a daycare where we're taking care of everybody's feelings. It's not. So let's go. Let's workshop this, guys. Okay. Right. All right. This is going to be so much fun. P.S. Also, write MILLYS down below if you would love to be hooked up with the MILLYS Part 2 6-month personal brand plan that we're going to take your personal brand to the moon, as well as what we're about to do here. We're going to workshop this. And the point being, the reason I want to workshop this with you now is if you can get solid with this, I feel like this is your season. If for the next 6 months, if you fully go full out for the next 6 months, being as you can be, oh my God, you are not going to know what hit you in December. You're going to be cranking by Christmas. Your personal brand is going to feel more you than ever before, and you'll be louder than any of the other voices and louder than any of the hate, any of the misunderstanding. You're going to, it's not so much overriding it. I just think we need more people being as them as they can be. Because every single season of quantum growth comes from a season where you're fully milking who you are, what you stand for, and what you're all about. It comes from you remembering. Because sometimes we'll go into the year as this is my goals, and these are my goals, and these are my goals, but really you're like a pinball machine every single day. My clients, the way that we see our big dreams is we set the big dream and then it's a pinball machine every single day. And they come to me when they want to be realigned to the big dream, because it's a pinball machine. You're getting whacked over here and then whacked over there. Every single time you open your Instagram, it's whacked here, whacked there, whacked here. And you got to have a solid line of defense. And the solid line of defense is, who are you? And knowing who that is. And I think a lot of the times when we aren't solid or aren't remembering who we are and how we want to show up and our real core personal brand, and we're not milking it, we're just going to be oh my God, I just got the vision of, what is that whirly bit, that whirly person that they put in the front of the car chases, the car sales? What are those things called? They're the whip-de-doos and he's whipping all around. That's you. That's what your personality looks like. We don't want to be like that. We want to have a center of gravity online. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, I'm going to go through. I do have the work-throughs of this in the reel that I just posted before, but we're going to do them live because this is one of my favorite things to do ever in the world with you guys. All right. The first question, number one, right? Number one is, what is your energetic standard? Okay, ready? What is your energetic standard? Can you go to live streams on your thing? I wonder if you can do it live. I turned the internet off, didn't I? What is your energetic standard? Write that down below, is what is your energetic standard? Now, I'm going to talk to you about mine, and I'm going to tell you what mine is, and we're going to workshop it. So my energetic standard since 2014, 10 years ago, I really created a demarcation in my brand and really created a decision that engaged enthusiasm would be my energetic standard, online and otherwise, in my personal brand. Now, those seem like a very normal thing to say. But engaged enthusiasm was me going, okay, what energy am I in when I'm in my best energy? And that was engaged enthusiasm. So it's engaged, it's very I am here and I'm right here with you and I'm enthusiastic about what I do. Those two things are at a really high vibration as well. That's the bonus there. It's a real high vibration to be engaged, enthusiastic. So enthusiasm is a super high vibration, and engaged, in the moment, super high vibration, perfect. But it also gives me this thing where I wake up every day we wake up and we're okay, what energy am I going to be today? And so you're pinballing machine it. I am a pinball machine and I'm just going to get whacked around. Versus if you go, my energetic standard that I show up online and otherwise is engaged enthusiasm, because it's not a pie in the sky energetic vibration that I want to attune to. No, it's my natural state at my best. Can you see the difference? It's not me trying to be I want to be this. It's I am this when I'm at my best. So for me, engaged enthusiasm. What is yours? I would love to see yours or hear yours as we start to workshop them, as you start to feel in. Not a pie in the sky energy that you've never embodied. No. That is where we like future self trip ourselves over. What you want to do is like, what is right now when you're in your best energy and you're already there, but it's your best energy ever. That is your energetic standard for showing up online and otherwise, which means that every day when you wake up in a grumpy ass mood and you're like, oh my God, or you go like, I'm not even good at this, I suck, everybody's better, and then you go and scroll Instagram and you're like getting whacked around like a pinball machine, and then you try to show up with the things you're supposed to do because you're supposed to post today and you're supposed to be consistent. And so instead of focusing on the energetic standard, you focus on being consistent instead of focusing on the energetic standard, which means you're just going to get whacked around every single day. You're not going to be standing out and you're not going to be embodying your best energy ever. Oh, okay, perfect. So joyfully grounded is what I came to me. Perfect. Energetic standard for Andy is living out loud, an energetic standard. So living out loud. So, okay, we wake up in the morning. What are you going to do to get yourself into that energetic state? So write down some of the things that get you, that are like quick access paths, like fast access paths to that energetic state. So what you're doing is you're not doing performative personal branding. You're not doing performative energy. You are going, what is my best energy to be in? Where do I feel most myself? Where do I feel the best I ever feel? And how do I get myself into this state? Never thought of it that way, right? So I wake up in the morning and I'm like, ugh, I just feel like shit today. I feel like I suck today. I don't wake up and go, okay, I feel like shit today. Well, let's be consistent and disciplined and focused and post that post. I do not think that way. Oh my God, Jennifer's here. Hello, Jennifer is in the house. Jennifer's a past client, so she definitely knows her energetic standard. Just when I can be myself and not putting on a facade. Exactly. So here's the thing with the energetic standard. Whereas a lot of people go, this is the energy of my brand, but they never base it on your best energy. They don't base it on their best energy. What they base it on is some random, elusive, I want to be more like that. No, you want to base it on when I'm at my best already. I'm like that. So it's not performative. What it is it's a standard. It's like a standard for your brand. So instead of trying to I'm just going to be myself and I'm just going to show up every single day as myself. Yourself some days is not going to be yourself. There's days where you wake up and you don't feel like yourself, right? You don't feel like yourself. So when you have an energetic standard that is your pure best state to be in and create from, you make that the work for the day. You make that the thing that you get yourself into the energetic state to create from. Does that make sense? So what would happen is, for me, what this does is it pulls me into line where I wake up and I'm like, oh, that person's so moody and mysterious and they've got such a moody, mysterious, that brand, right? And I'm like, oh, I should be more like that. Or I'll see someone that's way more put together and professional and just cranking out the live streams and the videos and really good with their words and they just know what they know. They're so fucking confident. Is that my energetic standard? No. But if your energetic standard is pure confidence, then that's your energetic standard. So for me, if I wake up and I'm in my energetic standard, it's engaged enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is not moody. Enthusiasm is not mysterious. Enthusiasm is not playing it cool. Enthusiasm is being all about it and being like, oh my God, I'm enthusiastic, right? So what that can do is can be a through line when you see all these other ways that work for everybody else and you're like, engaged enthusiasm, that is me at my best. Me at my best is not dark and mysterious and vulnerable and all those things or negative or pessimistic. It's not me. Can you see how that works? Every day to be your guiding light through the day, and then you're going to milk what you are and who you are at your best every single day, and you're going to make your brand permeate these vibes every single day. It's going to be the vibe. Okay, you getting what I'm putting down? Oh my gosh, yes, it's exhausting to perform all the time. Yes, it is accepting yourself, meeting yourself where you are. It's meeting yourself where you are at your best. Not meeting yourself where you are each day as you wake up and you may be not feeling your best. or you're maybe not feeling like yourself, because we all hit sabotage. And when we're in sabotage, what happens is you are not self. It's like a not self theme. It's like, I'm not me in sabotage. I'm not my best self. I'm not engaged. I'm not enthusiastic. I'm actually super moody and super annoyed when I'm in sabotage. So that's not me though. That's me going through an ascension. And when I'm going through an ascension, I'm not myself. But if I've got an energetic standard, I get to show up as me, no matter the weather, no matter the mode, no matter the mood, no matter the phase. So it creates this beautiful consistency by default for my brand that is always permeating these vibes, no matter the phase I'm in. But it's still like, because otherwise it is very much like a roller coaster, and it's very much like all over the place, and it's not really building a brand. It's not building your personal brand based on your best asset, which is your best energetic standard. Does that hit? Okay. All right. So who wants the next one? Let me know if you want the next one. Right. Number 2, brand values down below. And let's do the next piece. This is fun, you guys. Thanks for being here and workshopping this with me. I feel like this is going to set you up for your best 6 months ever, because as we all know that personal brands work in 6-month cycles. Your brands are like such a rhythmic, cyclical thing, and they all stem from the days you make these decisions, the days that you make these demarcations, which are the decisions that you make for your brand. And then you set them up as reminders, and you return to them, and you remember them every single day for an elongated period of time. And when you do that, you're not going to see the results today. You're not going to see the results this week. You're not going to see the results this month. You're probably not going to even see them in 3 months. But when you will see them is you'll start to see clues and evidence in 4 months. And then in 6 months, you're going to be reaping the rewards. You're going to be living in the manifestation of the big dreams. But it's just that only 1% make it past that threshold. That's the thing. So you will start, like a lot of us, if you start to see the results in the first month of doing and making these demarcation decisions, you've already been stacking. I love the honesty about this. Thank you, Christine. Thanks so much for being here. Christine Angela. Oh my God. Is that the Christine Angela? It's not talked about enough. I know, right? I know. Thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate that. All right, let's put brand values down below. And let's get out of this pinball machine situation that you keep on doing and be in a whole different situation. It sure is. Oh my gosh. Hello. All right. What 3 energies do you feel from me? What 3 energies do you feel from me every single day? I want you to tell me that. It's like, what are the 3 energies that you feel from me? What is 3 energies that we'd use to describe my brand? Let me know. And if you already know, don't cheat. You can if you want. When you think of my brand, when you come across my brand, you would describe the energies as 1, 2, and 3. Just put 1 if you're just like, it's just too much. And we're gonna wait. Because I want you to be able to do this for yourself, but the easiest way to do this for yourself is seeing it in someone else and then being able to transfer that vision and that witnessing to yourself. Joy, go getter, big dreams come true. Oh yeah, getting it. I love that. Joy, go getter, big dreams come true. Yes. Oh, I like those. Those are fun. I love that so much. Thank you. Your brand. Yes. All right, who else has got some for me? Is the 3 energy, like the brand energetics. 3 words that would describe my brand. And if you don't know me, if you've been here for more than 5 minutes, what are you getting? Free spirit. Nids has got free spirit. Thank you. I love that. Free spirit. Go getter. Big dreams. Okay. I know you have your purple free spirit. Yes. This is fun. Oh my God, I like this. This is like market research, guys. Oh my gosh. This is fun. I feel super weird being at a desk. I'm trying to but I just it's very comfortable. It's super comfortable being at a desk, but it feels very weird. Like, come into my office, everybody. Let's talk about things. Okay. 3 brand energies, and if you've already said mine, start to think about yours, but then we're going to workshop yours even further. And I want to tell you the benefit of these, of knowing these yourself, and how much it changes your brand experience and how much it changes your ability to be yourself. So I want you to think of branding is making yourself even freer to be as you can be, because it becomes an expectation. As in, you're expected to be yourself versus you're expected to be this persona, this facade, this thing that you've created. That's, to me, is called persona branding. Persona branding is like, I want to be this persona. So I'm going to step into this persona. I'm going to step into my act as if. I'm going to step into my future self now. I'm going to emulate the persona of this like elusive, amazing persona of this woman that's achieved her big dreams that is totally different from me. And I'm going to like be it now. Like the whole future self, be your future self now, or act as if. That to me is persona branding. And it leads you up. It's so breakable. It's such a breakable brand when you build it on something that is elusive, that you want to be, that you want to like act as if, that your future self is going to like emanate all these qualities that you don't have right now. You're setting yourself up for such failure. And so like your brand is so fragile when you do that. It's creating fragility in your brand. Because what you're doing is you are creating something that's breakable because it's not you in your natural best state. It is you in the I want to be and act as if my future self versus. And it's just pure, I'm not good enough as I am. It's pure like, I can't achieve my big dreams with all these flaws that I have versus these are me in my best. Right? Oh my God, Mermaid Magic, Medicine Woman is the two that come up for you, right? Yes. Your third for me is Ocean Energy. I love this. Okay. So I don't want you to write 3 brand energies for yourself that feel like future self you. I want you to pick 3 energies that make you you, not what you're supposed to be, not how you're supposed to act, not what you think your big dream self would do and be, and no. Your strongest manifestation is not trying to act as if. Your strongest manifestation is not looking at like, I'm going to be my future self now. My future self is this well-spoken mermaid, angelic human being. Or for me, the massive $1 million brand personality that I embodied was, instead of thinking of myself as all over the place or too much, and I had to be more put together. I remember one day 10 years ago saying to one of my friends as we were walking along the beach, I said, I need to be more cool, calm, and collective. And I've been saying this affirmation that's cool, calm, and collected. Because that's the way that I see my successful self is she's cool, calm, and collective. And she's like, and I thought it was super rude. She's like, that's not you. And I'm like, but I can be that. And she's like, but that's not you. And I was actually offended in the moment. I was like, well, fine, if you're not going to support me. But what I realized now is that was such ridiculousness. To be and act as if what I saw myself being as my more successful self was to be cool, calm, and collected was basically to delete the things that made me me, and then I can be successful. How the freaking hell does that work? That doesn't work. And so I was trying to manifest being more cool and calm and collective, which were all the things that negated everything that would make me successful. So I love that I actually took that offense and I'm like, actually, that's just what I want to be. But what if I could be successful as I am? Success as I am. Hello, Rebecca in the house. As I am, at my best. What is that? And so then what I do, my hair agrees, it does. It's having an agreeing moment. So what that meant was I was like, okay, what are all my flaws that I think are the things that I need to rid myself of? What if I turn those flaws into the brand values? So I never let myself try to think that I have to be anything else but what I am, as I am, and showing up as I am, so I don't create a fragile brand. I create a brand that's unbreakable because it's me as me can be. It is me at my best. So it gives me a standard. It's turning the shit that I think's a flaw into like my best asset to move forward. And it's unbreakable because it's me, right? So I used to think, okay, I need to get my shit more together. I need to be more cool, calm, and collected. I need to be more like well-spoken. I need to be less like friendly on live streams and more like, look at me and I'm awesome and I'm amazing and I got all my shits together, versus being my free-spirited self, which if you translate free spirit in the way that I was like, you can look at as free spirit as fluffy and all over the place and like, oh, butterfly. Or you can think of a free spirit as like, a free-spirited is a woman that knows what gives her energy. A woman that knows what she wants and she goes gets it. A free spirit is somebody who's not held down by society's expectations. Boom, just changed everything in an instant. I completely rearranged all the things that I thought that I wasn't into all the things that were gonna be my best asset. And that became number one of my brand values. So to me, anytime that I'm trying to like not be free-spirited, to not be myself, it's like there is an expectation in my brand that it better be free-spirited, which holds me accountable to my own best self, so I don't go off into these tangents of trying to be something I'm not. Hello, Sarah is in the house. Oh my God, OGs. Hands up all the OGs. Put it up there. And if you're a newbie, write down newbie. And let's all say hi to each other. It'd be so cute. What if I could be successful as I am in this moment? Yes. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. When I'm in comparison, that's my sabotage, right? I love this approach. As I am. I tell you what, like if you create a brand as you are, it is going to be more powerful than any made up version, elusive version of yourself that you're trying to create and craft. I tell you what, I wish. In my first 5 years online, I was not looking at anybody else to be the guide for my brand. I wish I was looking at my best self, because when I achieved my first million, I remember cracking my first million, I realized like I am more of the flawed person that I thought that I couldn't be to achieve this dream, right? I thought, oh my God, like when you look at your big dream and you're like, I need to be this kind, that's why I hate future self shit. I hate act as if stuff so much with every core of my being. You know why? Because if you act as if this big thing, this future version of yourself, now, you act as if it now, you're saying that as you are is not good enough. You're saying that as I am with all these flaws, I'm not going to make it. Versus, let me tell you, success is so much sweeter when you did it being as you can be. And you carved and you paved a way for people that are like you. I paved a way for the free spirits. I paved a way for the bright minds. I paved a way for the lighthearted. So another thing of mine, and so this is another little piece that'll help you, is I am a personality online, I guess. And there was a time about 10 years ago, and then it happens in cycles where everyone gets all woke and shit. So everybody gets all woke and we pretend we're running a daycare online with our content. Got to take care of everybody's feelings. And I was like, okay, I need to be a little bit more like, I've got to write about things when things happen. Maybe I need to do that, but I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I actually come from, so, when there's political things over the last, 5-6 years, there's been times where there's political things happening and we're like, oh my God, I'm a personality. I need to talk about it. I actually come from a political family. My grandfather was a mayor. I'm quite political, but okay. But here's the thing. I don't share that shit. You know why? Because I'm lighthearted. I don't care. I'm lighthearted. What will be, will be. Who gets voted will get voted. I'm lighthearted. I know, right? How dare I? But here's the thing. It's my essence. So I've been asked to speak up on issues multiple times over the 10 years I've been online. And I'm like, dude, my brain's lighthearted. I don't know what part of lighthearted that you thought would mean that I need to talk about these things. I'm lighthearted. That's how I will talk about it. I'm lighthearted. So your brand can protect you. Your brand can protect you from doing things you don't want to do. However, if you are not lighthearted and you're all up in the political situation, then that's your brand. And you shall be expected to speak on things, right? So you can actually create your brand to be like protecting yourself. Like, I'm lighthearted, I'm not going to talk on that stuff. And I never do. And it's beautiful because I just don't even have a single second where I think I should. Ever. Because I'm lighthearted. And if people don't like that, they wouldn't follow my brand. Perfect. Does that make sense? I love that you're saying this, because otherwise I'm a pinball machine at effect of everyone's damn opinion of what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. And like, that's why I put that reel up quite a while ago. It's like, I'm a red flag coach. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not running a daycare. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. And if you ask for my opinion on something, I'm going to give it as it is. And I'm going to do it with love, and you're going to feel that love, but I'm not going to beat around the bush with my clients. You don't pay me to do that, right? You're still finding your words and your boundaries. So my brand becomes my boundary. I'm lighthearted. Another thing. So free-spirited, lighthearted. Another thing, bright-minded. Bright-minded. So, we have gone into the shadows the last few years. Like the last few years, we've become addicted to the shadows. I'm bright-minded. The last few years, I've gone through the deepest hell. Like at the end of 2022, it was like dark night of the freaking soul. It was pitch black, dark night of the soul. It was the worst I've felt in my entire life. And some heavy shit has happened to me. And I have a brand that is bright-minded. So it was not really a part of my brand to share, right? Like at the end of 2022, I fell apart. As in, I was so brokenhearted because I'm bright-minded, light-hearted, free-spirited, and I felt like I had a heavy heart. I felt like not bright-minded. I felt like that is it. If it's going to hurt this much, I don't want to do it. I felt all these just so disheartened and just so upset and so broken. I felt like my spirit had been broken because of the hate online, and it just hurt my freaking heart so much. And I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm super sensitive. And so being super sensitive and not being able to hold my vibration of my brand, which is free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted, it became a standard, it became a boundary, but it also became something that I had to go and work on getting back that core of who I am. And so it actually became a guiding light through the dark. It became the guiding light through the dark is like, if it's not free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted, then it ain't it. And then it was also going through these dark depths, and it's like, well, maybe my brand is morphing into heavy-hearted and dark-minded and broken-spirited. So my brand became the guide through that, because it's like, if it's not that, it's not it. And so your brand can become this, like I keep saying, standard. It becomes your energetic standard. It helps you through the things where you're wobbling. And that's how I've been able to hold a very consistent brand. If you came here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, it's still holding the same standard. Because when I set those energetic standards, I didn't set them to be broken. I didn't set them to be changed every 3 months. I'm not into rebrands every 6 months. I'm not into reinvention every 6 months. I don't evolve my brand or rebrand myself every couple of months with a new photo shoot. I am very consistent with my energy, because when I chose them, it was my forever. I'm all about like forever energy, as in like this free-spirited is how I will always be, no matter what. And if I'm not that, I'm not it, and I'm not myself. And so I'm going to work to get myself back to that, because free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted is me. So does this help you with your own self? Does this help you to figure out what are your 3 things, your 3 brand energies, your 3 brand values that aren't some pie in the sky thing to be? They're actually who you are at your freaking core. And if you make that, you're not going to be a pinball machine looking at every single other brand wanting to be more like that, wanting to be more badass, or wanting to be more fiery, or wanting to be more soft, or wanting to be more slow, or wanting to be more peace and love and joy. You're just going to be who you are, and know that that's the best like for you to be. Because otherwise, look at me. I could be like, okay, I'm all about the slow living now. I could be like that, but that's not me at my core. That's me for a moment. There's things about me, the way that I talk super fast on a live stream, I could be like, I need to slow it down. I need to chill my energy down. I need to tone it down, because then I would reach more people. Or I could be like, what if I turned that up? What if turning up my energy, what if turning up myself as I am and accepting myself for who I am and as I am, what if that's the meal ticket? Because it actually is. That's your meal ticket. Not you trying to be more badass when you're just like a ball of mush sometimes. Not you trying to be more slow if you're just super fast. Not you trying to be super fast when you're slow. Not you trying to be more confident when you're shy. Play the shy card. Play the shy card. Play the confident card. Play the hand that is yours to play. Don't play somebody else's hand, because then you're a pinball machine and your brand never sticks, because it's always different. Hello everyone, hashtag live vibes if you're here and ready to party. Your 3 brand values, put them down below so we can all get to know you, get to know each other, the free spirits of the internet. My, as now you can see, is being free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted was all the things at the beginning that I thought I needed to eradicate from my brand, and they became my best asset, and they became the reason I win. So the reason that I win is who I am at my core, not some elusive, act as if, future self, amazing person. No, the person I am and always have been. And just bringing more of that to the table. Hello! So, what is something that you feel like you want to be more of, but you're not, but you think that's what will work online? This is a great question to kind of like pull that out so you can just eradicate it or alchemize it. What is this thing that you want to, like, it's almost like aspiring to be. This is very much looking at like, you're aspiring to be more, what is it? More badass. You're aspiring to be more, not slow, because that sounds horrible, but like peaceful. You're aspiring to be more well-spoken. You're aspiring to be more energetic even. You're aspiring to be more confident. You're aspiring to be more like that it factor. You're aspiring for the it factor. That could be even it, right? What is that thing you're aspiring for? And we can alchemize that to be what you actually are, that is an asset. So free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted. So for me, we've got some OGs here. I know, right? OGs in the house. I love it. We got some OGs in the house. Oh my gosh, so much fun. We're workshopping right now your 3 brand energies. Who is feeling like you're struggling a little bit with figuring out what yours is? I want to know what yours is, what your 3 brand energies are. Mine are free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted. And we can even look at how these can be, they get to be a standard, but they become like the asset. This is why you will win. This is how you will achieve all these next big dreams. Versus everything that's opposite to, for me, my 3 brand values. So say, for example, with free-spirited, it's all over the place. Free-spirited can be like, the opposite of that is like too much. The opposite of free-spirited is all over the place. But the alchemization of all over the place and just like living life is free-spirited. So I've turned what could be, if you're looking at it in a negative context and it's like, I need to change and be more this, that, or the other, you can actually bring it into who you actually are and have that be the asset. Oh my God, okay. I'm a fast-talking anime nerd who's addicted to stories, a hopeless romantic, and obsessed with really connecting with people. Oh my God. Okay. So, all of these, oh my God, I want to see some blurbs. Give me some blurbs. Aspiring to be more seen, connected, energetic, fun, exciting. Oh my God. But what really are you? What really are you? Because some people are like, I aspire to be more popular, but I'm a nerd. Like, so for me, at school, I was never the popular one. And so when I came online, I'm like, I want to be the popular one. And what I noticed is what makes you popular at school doesn't make you popular online on the internet. It actually has like the reverse effect. So making yourself popular online is being yourself. That does not work at school. That does not work at school. I need some help bringing the energies into words. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. So I want you to put nerd. Like, could nerd be and you're super quirky, Rebecca. So quirkiness could be the nerdy quirkiness, could be the embodiment of like an anime nerd. I feel like we just eradicate so many interesting things about ourselves, and actually the only way to make it online is to be freaking interesting. And the only way to be interesting is to just share our interests, whatever they may be. Okay, so the question is, what are your 3 brand energies that we want to be like? Those are our North Stars, our 3 brand energies. And it's not something that we are aspiring to be. It's what we already are. So for example, the example that I said was with me with Free Spirited, the reason that I've embodied that over the last few years, and that's Free Spirited, Bright-Minded, Light-Hearted are mine. So these 3 brand values, they help me when I go onto the internet each day, and it's like a pinball machine, right? The opinion of like, you need to have structure. I'm free spirit. I need framework to freestyle. It helps me guide myself through the day on the internet, so you're not a pinball machine with being yourself. And that's the MILLYS. The MILLYS come with being yourself, as you can be. But when we're scrolling the internet and we're trying to crack the Instagram nut, we're going to be on the internet, we're going to be on Instagram, and it's like a big pinball machine every day. You need to be solid with your 3 brand energies. Solid. The things that make you you. However, another way that I wanted to come at it with was, I don't want us to aspire to be these 3 brand energies. I don't want them to be things like, I think I should be more this, that, or the other to make it online. Oh my God. Nerdy quirkiness as well. Yes. Okay. I've been thinking about feisty, nurturing, and squishy. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, a big bowl of mush. I love it. I aspire to be more self-expressed and hold space for others to express themselves authentically. Yes. Okay. I reckon for I am quirky and fun. Yes. Okay, then, so what would be, so free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted, they're different kind of words. And I feel like sometimes, what kind of fun person are you? So, oh my God, I've added unhinged sparkle to like my brand energy. It's kind of unhinged sparkle. It's like this word that I say and I'm instantly more myself. And it's like an instant permission slip. Unhinged sparkle. Instant. Quirky, enthusiastic, creative-minded. Yes. Oh my God. So I would say, oh my God, I'm going to give you one, Rebecca. I'm going to help you guys with these. These are going to be fun. I actually would say, Rebecca, one that so it could make it yours is Mad Hatter. Is one of your brand values, is Mad Hatter. Because you change your hair to blue sometimes. I would say Mad Hatter. Because that's like your own word. Can you see how like when it's not like you own the word, it just isn't, it's better than fun and exciting. And quirky. Like it gives it your own spin, like free spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted. They're not my words, but they're just not used as much. So that's the way that I like to do it. I like to do it like, what are some words that kind of like are even more, like when we say fun, but what kind of fun are you? Unhinged? Are you, like, what kind of fun? Are you crazy town? Like crazy town? So you could be like, I'm fun, and swap out fun and say crazy town. See what I mean? Like you can, or you can be like fun as in, like you could say ball of fun. We just want to make them very much ourselves. We're workshopping here, guys. If you just joined us, hashtag live vibe, we are workshopping the 3 brand energies that make you you, that are not something you're aspiring to be. They're not something you're trying to be like, oh, this is trending online, let me be like more that. No, you make the trends. Oh my God, Mad Hatter, witchy. See how these are just like way more personalized? Woo woo, Mad Hatter. Oh my God, okay, tell me. How could I make mine even more? Feisty, like firecracker? Nurturing, always being the squishmallow. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, quirky, funny. Light-hearted, confident, bougie. Bougie, oh, that's a good one. I like bougie. I'm independent, free thinker, holds her ground. Yes. Okay, so Christine said, how could I make mine even more feisty? I actually think that feisty is perfect. You could be a pocket rocket. So I definitely feel like the pocket rocket vibes. Can you see how it's like, instead of just saying just the regular word, it's something that feels just like, oh, I can embody this, and that feels very much me and very much nuanced. Because like fun can mean 20,000 million things. Exciting could mean 20 million thousand things. Free-spirited and like unhinged sparkle is such a nuanced thing that you just get. Because I could say bubbly or unhinged sparkle. Because everyone's always called me bubbly, but I'm like, but bubbly is just a word that everybody uses to describe me. So unhinged sparkle feels like it fits the bill of like bubbly, but it just makes it feel more me. Ah, yes. Mad Hatter. I always say that I have a healthy level of insanity. Yes. Pocket rocket. Do you guys love it? Bougie, caring, quiet, confidence, fun. Yes, Marie. Bougie, let's take it. Bougie's fun because it can make you like, it can make you really just own that energy. For me, some of my brand aesthetic has always been, it's like this weird adventure luxe. It's kind of like adventure luxe, I think, that I've embodied with like the aesthetics. Pocket rocket. What else? I've actually been described so much as a pocket rocket. It's kind of like you've got it, and I think free-spirited is my version of saying that. So if we've said fun, which a lot of you guys have, let's be super creative. What kind of fun are you? Are you, I think, you know, another thing for me, cozy luxe. Oh, I love that. My aesthetic has been like luxe, like, you might have noticed my website. So I completely changed my website, and I had these photos taken on the yacht when we were celebrating another one of my $1 million cracked. We were on a yacht. It was such a vibe. It was so fun. And I have a cocktail in my hand every damn photo. And I know a lot of people are like, you can't share alcohol on the internet because, you know, some people are sober. I'm like, I ain't running a daycare, guys. I don't have a problem with it. I can go weeks and weeks and weeks without drinking. But when I go out, I love to have a cocktail. Like, I love cocktails so much. And cocktails are just, I love them. And like, I shouldn't show up on the internet anything but what I am. And I love a cocktail. Like, if you go out with me, we're having cocktails. And we're trying to try, or I say when I go to a restaurant, which one is your cutest cocktail? Like, what's the most aesthetic cocktail you have? And I will have that one. And like I said, we're not running a daycare. We can share this. So I decided, you're with wine. Yeah, like, I decided I drink cocktails. I'm not running a daycare. If you're sober, yes, go you. I'm not. I will have a drink. I am in my era of, like, I raised kids for the last 20 years. I am in my era of I have a drink every now and then. I have a cocktail, and I don't want to be anything but what I am. If people don't drink, sorry, but you know my people, right? Like, I've got some clients that don't drink, but they don't care. They love my cocktail photos. They're my people. My people are the ones that just don't give a shit if I'm having a cocktail. And they're just like, oh my God, I love your cocktail. That's so cute. But that's the people. And so it was such an act of like rebellion for me to share all these photos, because that is me. Unhinged sparkle, like, I'm the life of the party. Oh my God, you got wide open. Be right back. Who's opening a bit of a wide? Like, I'm the life of the party. My brand has life of the party vibes. Like, I'm bringing the party. I walk in the room, I'm the party. Right? I'm the party. I'm not the one sitting in the corner. So why would you do that online? Like, I'm just going to be the sweet little girl in the corner. I'm going to be like having cocktails on the way. We never share that. Same thing as recently. Okay, so this was a big thing for me. I don't know if you've been watching along, but recently, oh my God, you're a party girl? Who feels like you've hidden a little tiny bit of size for you because it's like, uh-oh, I probably shouldn't show that I'm a party girl. I had this thing, okay. Oh my God, my favorite thing. I still go out dancing and I realize, like, oh, I aged. It's like I blinked and I was like 40, and I go out now clubbing once a year or once every 6 months, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, I'm a lot older than these kids. Anyway, I hid it So I didn't share those cocktail yacht photos. I got them done and then I didn't share them because I thought, oh my God, everyone's going to think that I just like cocktails. I'm the life of the party. I'm just a party girl. Yeah, I am. I just raised my kids for 20 years. I'm in a different era. I'm not in my baby era. I don't have babies anymore. My kids are freaking amazing. I have a woman baby. She's nearly 21 and she's at uni and she has a job. And I've got a 17, almost 18-year-old who is just at the moment staying at her sister's place. So they're staying together, having a week together. It's like such a beautiful thing. I'm in a different era. I had to remember that it's okay for me to be in my cocktails, like, woo, I'm in a limo, yes, party girl era, and use those photos. It actually took me a full year to use them. And I, as an act of rebellion, used them as my entire brand on my website. When you go to my website, it is Jana's Party. And I wanted to emanate that because I'd gone into the thing of like, I have to be what people think I should be. Like, I can't be that party girl if I'm a coach. But I am celebrating achieving all my big dreams. I'm in the era of living in the manifestation of all these big dreams come true. The millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that are cracked and nuts I've cracked. The millions celebrations. The beautiful like kids I've raised into women. And Mason's 11, so he's not quite a man. So I don't know how to say that sentence, but anyway, he's amazing, an emotionally intelligent 11-year-old. So I get to share those things, but when I first, can you see how much like expectations, hidden expectations on the internet make you hide? So you're more put together. So you're not the party girl when maybe you're having a party because you're celebrating all the big dreams you've achieved. Maybe you are loosey-goosey when you go out. Why wouldn't you be loosey-goosey on the internet? Why would you be all buttoned up? Because there's enough of that. There's enough of that shit. So you can be like party by day, business by night, like business by day, party by night. So it took a lot for me to figure it out. It was hidden. And I'm really good at sharing this stuff, but I had hidden those photos and I didn't even realize it. It took me so long to realize I didn't share those photos because I'm like, these are just for me. I'm like, bullshit, Jana. They're not just for you. You got a freaking, like loosey-goosey, right? You got a whole photo shoot done. It was like the best day ever and you haven't shared those photos because you're drinking in pretty much every single photo. A cocktail. I was holding a cocktail. You do that. You hold a cocktail the whole time when you're on a yacht. What else do you do? I jumped off it. There was all those. I was dancing on the front of the, like that's what you do. And I just couldn't believe that I'd hidden that. It's subliminally happens sometimes. The second thing I hid, so a couple of years ago, I bought my husband his dream, actually the second dream car that I bought my husband. I bought my husband a burnout car. Now I have a lot of eco-friendly people with Teslas, microwaves. I'm a rev head. Because I've been with my husband 25 years and he loves cars. So I've just grown to love this love. And for the first 6 months, I didn't share one photo of our beautiful pink car that we bought for burnouts, exclusively for burnouts. Because I just thought, it's not going to go with my brand. Nobody's going to get it. Yes. That's what I didn't like about my photo shoot. It didn't portray who I am, my fun, warm personality. Yeah, because sometimes we accidentally try to be what we see. We try to be what we see. And so you could be like buttoned up and be like, I'm a badass and I slay the day. And you try to like, have you ever seen me be badass? Like, I do photos sometimes when I'm in that mood, but like, can you even imagine me like, I'm a badass and I slay the day, and that kind of vibe photo shoot, like, ew, no, ick, that's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Me trying to be that badass confident person versus I'm confident when I'm just riffing it out like we are right now. Like that's when I'm like my most naturally confident because I'm not trying. I'm just trying not to not be myself. That's what it is. What have you hidden? Share with me what you have hidden. I hid, okay, so I'm being upfront. I hid those yacht photos because it's like it's giving party girl energy. And I'm like a coach and I'm like a mother and I need to be like a mother and a coach and just not show that side versus I'm also a woman and I also love a good time. And I'm not like, I don't have, like, I'm not that snobby rich person that's like, I can't have fun and let my hair down. I despise that. I just like cannot even stand. There's not one person that was at my yacht party that did not jump off the boat. That's my people. My people, we jump off the yachts. We don't sit there in our fancy ass outfits. We got stripped down to our togs and we jumped off the yacht. We all did it. Because like, if you're not doing that, we're not hanging. So why would I try to portray myself as like this person that's sitting on a yacht, not drinking and not being a party girl? You got to watch these blind spots. I'm like the queen of being myself and I still got the blind spots. And the other blind spot was I can't share the car. The pink car did not... Who only... Oh, we had off. Are we good? Who just saw the pink car situation? Who has seen that on my feed? I didn't share that. We've had that since 2022. And I only recently, like the last few months, have started to share it when we go out and do burnouts. And I know I have a lot of eco followers who are just like, oh my God, they just like buy tires to burn them and burn V8 fuel. Like, yeah, we do. Yes, we do. I don't believe in having microwaves as cars. It's not really like my vibe. But if you've got a Tesla, go for you. They're actually really cool when you drive in them, but there's a microwave. I like to feel and hear the car. Right? Okay, I want to hear what you guys are saying. Where's your blind spots, your branded blind spots where you're feeling like this doesn't fit the brand versus that's who you are. Why isn't that the brand in the first place? Can you guys hear the snoring? Sorry guys. I've seen it, yes. I resisted my purple hair forever. Even after I had it for a year, I was still showing old photos of black and white. Why? Mad Hatter vibes. Own it. Milk it. Be more yourself. Because we're all just like, oh, I want to stand out online. But let me blend in. Because I want to be what everybody else is doing. Because that's the rules. That makes no sense. What, like, in what world did that make sense? That does not make sense in any day of the week. I have a new shoot coming up and it's going to be a departure. It's part of who I am, but it's definitely not the bright wild side you're used to. Oh, trying to be like everyone else. We're trying to be like everyone else and fit in and not be like... And it just takes that one person. It takes that one person to like do the yacht photos of you having a drink and being like, oh, it's okay for us to do that. Yes, it is. I feel like that I'm finding my voice in content. Yes, love this share. Thank you so much. I've hidden so much. I keep adding more of it slowly, peeling back the layers to show more of my meaners. Yes. Yeah, because we want to see your fun, warm personality, Marie, because otherwise sometimes we're going to be thinking like we can definitely give off energies that aren't us because we think that's what's trending. We think that's what's cool. We think that's what's going to get the likes. But it's really because it's just what everybody else is doing. I remember when I first started to work with Melanie, I'm like, oh, shit, I wish I could be more like mysterious. Melanie's just way more mysterious and she's so like great with her words and more mysterious and then the more that we got to know each other, the more that we realized like, oh my God, we're so similar in so many ways. But also the reason that she makes it and the reason that we all make it is not because we're one kind of personality. It's because we own the personality we are. And then we pave a path for other people who embody those qualities as well. It was like, give permission. Yes, the more we share our true selves, the more we connect with our people. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get in front of my mentor's camera for a different perspective experience. Yes, you own it now, but it took forever. We want to see more of your anime nerd side, Rebecca, for sure. You haven't shared your new car at all. You've had it for 5 to 6 weeks. It's not as cool as yours. Oh my God. We want to share it. Okay. Who is ready to share their thing? So 3 brand energies: warm, bougie, fun, bright. Is that fun, bright? Is that like sparkly? Sparkler? Sparkly? And then the warm. Yeah, I definitely get the warm. Is it like warm-hearted? I always just like try to like... I always just try to make it a word that's not existent. It doesn't exist. That's just my problem. That's a me thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then, as we like put a bow on this, can you imagine, tell me how different this would hit as you're moving through the day, knowing these 3 brand energies that you are as you move through the day, the different decisions that you make, the different content that you create, the energy in which you do it. How does it hit different? Like, how different would this hit if you move through your day going, you see Tom, Dick, Harry, and Sally. Sally's super mysterious. Roger is really bro marketer. And then we've got Renee is just slaying the game. And then I'm trying to make up words. Then we've got Alyssa is a bubbly ball of fun. We've got all these different personalities on the internet that are making it. Like, she's hitting $1 million months by being this way. She's hitting $200,000 months by being this way. And then we're looking at all these examples and we're just a pinball machine. Instead, we look at the only reason it's working is they're milking who they are. If we saw that, then we would be more of who we are. And that is the only thing that makes sense. We would I want to milk who I am at my best, not who I'm aspiring to be. Not an aspirational aesthetic. Don't make your aesthetic aspirational. Make it what it is. Look around your house. What is the vibe? Mine's like colorful and like, my brand's been colorful forever. I like, there's days where I want to have like a white, bright brand. I tried it last year. And I'm like, it was boring. Looks cute, but it's boring. And I brought the purple back. It just naturally came back, but there was a lot of white happening when I was in my peaceful sabbatical era. And that was the end. That was actually the tone of that era. It wasn't bright and colorful and all the things. It was very chill. So my brand did reflect that. I can't explain it. Fun, but I laugh out loud. I love to laugh and have fun and get others excited. Oh my God. So like a ball of fun. You could even do life as a party. You could even be party girl. Fun, party girl. Party girl feels like more, and I know people are going to be like, oh, party girl has a complete different thing. You get to create the kind of party girl that you're going to emanate. Sorry, you're so fucking loud. What this does by getting very clear with your energetic standard and getting very clear with your 3 brand energies, you are not going to be at effect of the algorithm. You're not going to be at effect every day that you go on Instagram. You are going to be inspired and motivated, and you're going to get great ideas from other people, and then you can run them through your own template. You're free. So for me, my free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted, unhinged sparkle, party girl, pocket rocket. And I can run them through that. And then I get to have this center of gravity every day where I'm building my brand and creating my brand by being more myself. But there's this win-win thing. The win-win thing is my brand holds me to a higher standard. It holds me to a standard that it's like, if I'm not being free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted, unhinged sparkle, then I got to change something. I've got to like really go, okay, I'm not in my unhinged, free-spirited, bright-minded, light-hearted energy. Let's get myself into that energy today. Versus going like, oh, I'm moody today. Let's just post in a moody vibe. Versus I've built a brand from my best qualities. And so almost like for me, my brand holds me to a higher standard. So each day I'm embodying my best qualities and I'm rising to the occasion of my brand every day to be bright-minded, free-spirited, light-hearted. So I don't forget myself. Every single day of the week, I'm not forgetting myself because these are my things. And I'm just like embodying them every day. And you can imagine 5 days a week being bright-minded, light-hearted, free-spirited, my 3 brand energies. Those are really great energies to be in. Bright-minded when I feel my best, light-hearted when I feel like, woo, rolls off the back, this hate and shit and all that just rolls off the back because I'm light-hearted. It's such a beautiful, it's almost like these qualities help me to improve my quality of life. And if your brand's not doing that, then change it. And sometimes if it's aspirational, it just feels very breakable. If your brand is aspirational in a sense of you're trying to be more badass, or you're trying to be more mysterious, or you're trying to be more sensual, or you're trying to be more sexy, You're trying to be something you are not. If you're trying to be that, it is so fragile. There's a fragility in your brand and you can't keep it up because it's not your natural state. It's not your best state to be in. But some people, like, they're just naturally like super sensual. That gets to be your brand energy because it's you at your best. It's when you feel your most self. And so your brand kind of becomes this like guiding light through the day as you go through the sludge and you scroll and you're getting pinball machined by every single different opinion and post. You can come back to your center. So we got it? Quirky, sassy, celebrating. Oh my God, you guys. But I'm also sensitive and empathic and love the simple things in life. And I think these things can we can emulate all of these things, but when we got our 3, they can kind of have all these spin-offs. They have like a spin-off series to all of them. This work is what we do in Me Brand. Me Brand is now, after being a 4-year membership and before that being a super successful course, I've turned Me Brand into the thing that emulates my 6-month coaching method that I do with my clients that I've been doing since the beginning of time, that takes my clients. I've taken them from $0 months to 6 figures in 7 months, 10 years ago. And so the same thing I work at now. One of my clients is about to crack her first $1 million year when she came to me doing $10,000 months. 2 years ago, she came to me doing $10,000 months. She's now going to crack her first cash $1 million year. And she has $100,000 months all of the time now. And that was going from 10K months. And we've used specifically my 6-month body of work program, which is Me Brand, to create your $1 million personal brand. But it's going to require a commitment for you for the next 6 months, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to take my one-to-one, and I still love working one-to-one, but it's a premium to work one-to-one with me. Or you can be in figure 8 if you're already at 30K months. If you're oscillating around 30K months, I have a mastermind for that. And figure 7 is your mastermind hybrid, that if you want to come into my mastermind and do Me Brand but get the personal coaching from me as well, that is figure 7. But Me Brand is a master course that I wanted to take my 10 years of experience coaching my clients to their 7-figure years, because I've done that multiple times now, and their 6-figure months and their big businesses doing what we do, writing books, creating courses, facilitating masterminds, doing our life's work for a living. And I wanted to take it and make it into a protocol, a 6-month protocol. And I wanted to do it in a course format so it could be like legacy vibes. It's all there. Nothing fluffy, nothing unnecessary. I'm going to walk you through with 6 months, 6 big modules. And this is not just telling you stuff to do. It's like month 1, we do this. And this is how we do it. Month 2, we do this. Month 3, we do this, and this is how we do it. Month 4, month 5, month 6. 6 months of rolling out a specific body of work for your personal brand alongside brand marketing events every month for 6 months. What I wanted to do was not just leave it up to you, because if it was up to you, you'd already have your $1 million brand. So I created the 6-month personal brand plan that I do with all of my clients that go for the 7 figures. And when they implement it with precision like this, they crack the 6-figure months. They crack the $1 million years. This is what happens. And it sets you up for life. Like, I piggyback on my 6-month Me Brand frameworks that I freestyle. I can piggyback on them. The last one that I did was like 3 years ago. I piggybacked them on for ages. But this next 6 months, I'm doing another one. And it has been ages since I've done one. And I don't need to do them every 6 months. I usually framework half of the year and freestyle the rest of it. I freestyled the first half and I'm frameworking the second half. I choose when I'm going to implement it. So Me Brand is the first time I've ever replicated what I do with my clients to get them to the 100K months and the 7-figure businesses and we ruthlessly hold the standard of them doing it themselves. If they're not being themselves doing it, it's not working. It's the only way it's going to work long term. It's the only way that it's going to be sustainable. So I created this master course. When you join now, you get the first month. It's already done. It's already created. And it's about 4 hours of specific pre-recorded trainings, like walk you through, this is what we do in month 1. And you can start those now. And if you've already got momentum, oh my God, you're going to go to the moon. So we have a specific body of work and a brand marking plan, because those are the things. Because I went back through the last 10 years of my personal brand, and I I did this 5 years ago when I started Me Brand, but I looked at every best month ever of myself, and I looked at every post I'd created, everything I'd written, every email written, and every piece of branding, marketing, PR, sales piece that I'd done for each of those months, and I looked for patterns. And I realized there was patterns. And then I added this into the Business Butterfly Effect 6-month plan that I did, and I started in 2014. It works for every season. It doesn't matter what buyer behavior or consumer behavior is doing. It works for every season. It's worked for 10 years now. It's timeless. It works every single, like the bend and snap, works every time. So I would love you to DM me brand if you would love details. There is a payment plan, or you can pay in full and you can get the whole thing. But if you wanted the one, like more support from me in coaching, in figure 7, we do fortnightly Zoom coaching calls, which you get Me Brand included in figure 7. And so then you have the coaching component on top of it, which is amazing. But if you're in Me Brand for the next 6 months, I'm doing fortnightly calls. That's the last time it's going to be run live. So this is the time to jump in for the next 6 months. You're at a perfect time in the year to do all this work. What we just did here, there is a training on even more of how to actually implement this. It's actually in module 1. It's just, that's one of the little tiny pieces, and there's heaps of little, like, do this, do this, do this. It's like, sometimes we just want a map. We want to know what to do, how to do it, and why we're doing it. And this is what I take my clients through. And I really wanted to be able to do this in a way that was sequenced, because sales is all about a sequence. It's all about taking people through literally a journey. And if you're just trying to like wing it every single day, and you don't really know what you're doing each month, and you're just basing it based on inspiration, which is circling back to what I said at the start of this live stream, you're basing every day on inspiration, you're not aware of the sequence your clients, customers, and community are in. You're doing it based on your everyday inspiration and intuition, and that is clued into your cycle. It doesn't bring in the sales sequence of where your customers, clients, and community are. And so when you choose the next 6 months, the sequence in which you're going to roll out brand, market, PR, and sell those things, and the brand marketing events that you're going to do in tandem to what you're going to roll out in the next 6 months, and have the crescendo, like we do this magnum opus is our last crescendo thing. When you do that and you hold this energy, that's the thing. Most of us, we do not hold that energy for that amount of time, because you'll hit month 3 and be like, oh my God. But month 4 is the waterfall. It's when it all starts to work and you can feel the visceral feeling of it working. And once I can get you to month 4, I don't need to convince you anymore, because it's just like it's working, and you can see it and you can feel it and you can experience it. In 6 months, your business and brand is completely on another planet than what it was 6 months ago. It doesn't take you 5 years to build a brand. It takes 6 months of intentional, not inspired action and intuitive action each day. That's the layering. 6 months of intentional. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know exactly what I'm building, and I know exactly what I'm creating here. And I'm understanding the sequence of my clients, my customers, my community, and I'm playing to that, and I'm milking that. And I'm building this 6-month thing that is going to be the foundation that you can freestyle forever. And you can come back to that anytime that you're feeling irrelevant, anytime that you feel like you're slipping, anytime that you feel like the sequence is not where it needs to be, where the sales are where they actually get to be. You come back, you redo the 6 months at that next level. That is literally what I did when I cracked my first 7 figures in 8 months. Is I did a 6-month, that was the last time I did my 6-month thing. I did my 6-month body of work rollout very intentionally, very like purely the 6-month personal brand plan. I did that, and in 8 months I cracked another $1 million in just that time frame. And for the first couple of months I didn't really feel it specifically, but then it really just gets a mind of its own. That is the 6-month personal brand plan, because the reason that I wanted to do this is I see a lot of people, they wake up and they just take inspired intuitive action versus intentional, very specific action that's going to lead to sales. Because, you know, branding is this fun thing. It's just like, just be more myself, versus like understand where people's sales process is, where the sequence of sales is. And that requires 6 months. It's not fast, but it's not slow either. Like, it's 6 months. You can dick around for the next 3 years and kind of just like here, there, and everywhere. Or you can go, here's my 6-month plan. You roll that out. You're going to feel the ramifications of that for months and years on. Message me if you're keen for Me Brand. I would love you guys to experience it, to be in it. The next 6 months are going to be the last live round we do of this, and so fortnightly calls to really help you to integrate it and implement it. I can't wait. Well, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, hello everybody. Hello, hello. All of it. You guys. So much fun. All right, message me for all the vibes. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to share this with your friends, if you feel like your friends are going to love this, share it if you're feeling the vibes. And I will see you inside Me Brand, the 6-month personal brand plan to get you to crack the MILLYS, and also for you to become that coach. And you know exactly what I mean by that coach, the one that everybody sees and notices and is like breaking the noise barrier, like standing out. Have the best day ever, growing to big dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. Achieve big dreams, Genie on the internet is out.